Hello, everyone. Good afternoon and good evening. I hope that everyone is happy and healthy and that you are living your most highest vibrational and abundant timeline available to you. Now, today we are wrapping up the month of July with Gemini, which is the last sign on my list today. I know it took all month for me to get all of this done. It's just very, very new to me since I'm doing all of the signs one by one. So I think for next month, I'm going to try to get it more consolidated. It's going to be a little bit shorter, but I want to get them all done in the beginning of the month as opposed to the end of the month. So we're going to get that started and worked out as of the 1st of August. And today is the 29th. So this reading, although it was a July reading, is going to be for July and beyond. Going into August as well, which is what I asked for with the channeling and everything else. And for those of you that don't know me, I am White Iris. This is my channel, White Iris Intuitive, and I am a medium. I am a facilitator of a healing. So I do healing as well with the sound bowls. I do healing with I do chakra healings. I also do crystal healing. So different types of healings as well. I am a medium. I speak to, I have all the clairs. So basically I can hear ghosts, people from other dimensions. I can hear them. I can see them. I can smell everything. And it helps me a lot when I channel and when I go over the information for the collective. So for today, Gemini, we're going to get right into it. All my information is in the description box below. I do these readings in person as well. I can do them over Zoom, and I can also do them even if you're not present, and I can just send you a private link to your reading. And the payments and everything is in the description box below. Also, if I am not your vibe, that's perfectly fine. I have other readers that you can go ahead and you can see their names on YouTube. And I think I have some people from Instagram, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'll take a look at that before I post it. But if I'm not your vibe, definitely take a look at some of those people that I have underneath. They might be your vibe. With my readings, they are timeless. They will come to you, or you will see this reading when you're ready for it. So if nothing that I'm talking about is remotely what's going on with your life, Gemini, that means that it's not for you. Again, it's a general reading, so it's not going to cover every single Gemini in the world. All right. With that being said, let's go forward. And the way I do everything is that I have my channeled messages, which I write everything down. I do a health spread for Gemini as well. And then after I go over all of the information that I have here that I've been writing down, then we'll pull some cards, whatever Spirit asks me to pull, so that we can continue the reading. Okay. And then Spirit will let me know whether or not you need some kind of healing at the end. Not every sign needs one. So we'll see what Spirit says at the end. Okay. So the first thing that came about for me for Gemini was balance is needed. You're not balancing out your life. Your spirit and your body is all out of balance. There's fast movement, maybe a new job or a promotion in the job that you're in. And your spirit team wants you to integrate everything. You will be rewarded. So if you have lack mentality and you're in fear mentality, this is the time to get rid of all that. This is the time to say goodbye to all of the things that no longer serve you and to go ahead and start manifesting the life that you do want. I did pull a Nine of Swords, so protection is needed for you. You are full of fear and anxiety, but celebration is coming. So it's, as I said, time to let go of that fear, time to let go of that anxiety. Again, with balance is needed. This is like balance is needed came up a couple of different times in my channeling. And then I have lack of commitment or shattered dreams. Maybe you thought that your life was going to be XYZ and you're realizing that that might not be it, but you're still holding on to that life, but you're not really committed to the old life. So you're kind of like back and forth. Something new, something you're working on is going to fall apart. So this could be whatever it is, that old life that you're still holding on to. Start saving money. You need to have some security as well, Gemini. So Nine of Cups, difficult decisions need to be made, and you don't want to make these decisions. You're living things in limbo. You will continue to experience financial loss. You'll be continue to experience setbacks until you decide, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what my new life is going to be. It's time to leave the old life behind. And look, I'm sweating, not because I'm wearing a sweater, because I have the AC on and it's like on 70, so it's full blast. I'm sweating because of spirit. So you need to get out of limbo. Because you're in limbo, you continue to have setbacks. You continue to have financial losses. And celebration is just, a stone's throw away if you would commit to the new life that's coming for you and get and loosen the ties of the old life. If you make the decisions, but abundance, new career, everything you're manifesting will come in. And a new Queen of Pentacles. This is going back and forth. You're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like you don't want to make the decision, but you do have to make the decision. And then we also got the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands. So planning projects, making decisions, progress, moving. So you need to make a decision, Gemini. I know that you are the duality. You're back and forth. You need to make hard decisions now, and make sure that you stick to those decisions so that you can move forward. A new life is waiting for you, but you have to let go of the old life that you thought you were going to have in order to have this new life. Because you're not going to have this new life without letting go of the old one. Health wise, I have lungs and heart condition. So I see that you're either getting over a cold or respiratory infection, something of that nature. And if you are, please be careful with your heart. If you already have a heart condition, this can exacerbate it. Take home remedies. I'm sure that there are people that are telling you should take this or you should take that. Just take a look at what it is that you are going to take before you take it. Make sure it doesn't affect your heart if you do have a heart condition, and make sure that you take better care of yourself so you don't, in the long run, then have a heart condition because you're not taking care of yourself. And then I also saw you're not hydrating enough. And this is like a theme over all the signs. Most of the signs I kept hearing not hydrating enough. We think that if we drink water, that's enough. It's not. Um, when you're hydrating, try to add something to your water. The water isn't enough. You can add baking soda. You can add Celtic salt to it. You can take a quarter teaspoon of Celtic salt once or twice a day and drink it with your water as well. These are the things that will help you absorb the minerals that you need. Sugary sports drinks, sugary, like those powders and things like that, aren't cutting it. There's too much sugar in it, and sugar is not what your body needs. What your body needs is a well alkaline water, a well pH balanced water that is going to bring your body to the pH balance that it needs to be in. Okay, Gemini? So it wasn't a lot of information for Gemini. So it's only like 3 pages. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to go ahead and start with the cards. So Repair, Evolution, and Growth is one of the cards that have been very, very heavy this month for everyone. So we're going to ask the Holy Spirit. We're going to ask Christ consciousness, as well as Mary Magdalene and Mary, the Mother of Jesus, to come through and to help us with this reading, as well as my entire team, the dragons, my shamans. My whole soul tribe is here, and they'll be helping out with this reading. So spirit guidance and co-creation. Your spirit guides and guardians are here to assist you and to help you evolve into your authentic self. The time is now to see yourself as your spirit team sees you, Gemini. They ask you to remove all limiting thoughts and open yourself up to them. And meditation and asking for signs are a great way to connect. So exactly what the channeling brought through with your spirit guides, with meditation, with ascending and getting into your authentic self, because you're not in your authentic self right now. High vibrations and transformation. That's what they want you to do. You have chosen to step up into a higher vibration. This is in alignment with your soul path and higher knowing. You now have the awareness that you are limitless and ready to be transformed. So isolation and loneliness. So you do isolate, you do feel lonely. And if you do feel lonely, that's something that you need to find out within yourself why. You should be comfortable being alone. I'm very comfortable being alone. I love being alone. I'm not lonely. So you have to be very comfortable with that. So I have here, there is a tendency to push people away by isolating yourself from uncomfortable situations. Look into new ways to break down the walls and to create better ways to connect with others. Don't keep your light to yourself and open up and share it. This is what we're talking about, the new life. Not everyone that's in your life right now is coming with you to your new life, and you have to make those hard decisions now. Creativity and discovery. One of the best way the divine wants to connect with you is through creative expression. It gets you out of your busy mind to feel, listen, and know how best to flow the energy through you. You're being called to tap into your creative side, to reconnect and discover many talents, and be open to the process and let it flow without judging yourself. What else does Gemini need to know today? What else does Gemini need to know, Spirit? Fun and adventure, joy. It's time to play and get reacquainted with your childlike self. Open up to your sense of adventure and fantasy. You've been way too serious and moving through the motions. Snap out of it and have some fun. So I want to get one more card from here before I move on to the next deck. One more card, Spirit, please. One more card, Spirit. Ooh. It's not personal projection. And I got this for the last two readings for Taurus and for Aries as well. Many times others project their own pain onto you. The situation is not personal, but rather an opportunity for compassion for yourself and the other person involved. Stop taking the blame by automatically thinking it's your fault. Have discernment of what you own, but also of what isn't your problem. Okay. All right, Gemini. So we're going to go to the Inner Child Oracle deck because there was a lot of information there about childlike, about doing things that you need to do. Disappointment is not the end. There is hope, even in the darkest of nights. And that's just letting you know that the decisions you need to make, just because you're going to be disappointed that you invested so much time and energy in that old life, it doesn't mean it's the end. It just means that you are embarking on a new life. So there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Review your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are yours to hold. Go on an adventure. Again, today is the day to try something daring. All right, let's see. Let love guide you. Choose to see the good in the world today. And that's something that we all have to do, actually. Not just you, Gemini. All right, let's see. Oh, a time to remember. Look back at your childhood. It's like there's a lot of things you need to look back on. And it's not, when you look back on things, it's not for you to wallow in it. It's just for you to see how far you've come in your life. And that's something that we usually take time to do when we're moving on to a new you, a new life that you're supposed to be embarking into. What else does Gemini need to know? You are enough. You do not have to give more. So if you feel like you're always giving more, Gemini, you are enough. And you can say that to yourself. I am enough. I am who I am because God created me. I am enough. You can say those things to yourself as a mantra. Connect to eternity within. Let yourself be held by love. And guys, love is the highest vibrational type of being. Love is a vibration. And if you decide to live in the vibration of love at all times, you are living at your highest vibrational timeline. Go inward. It's time to connect with your inner child. And you see that she has butterfly wings. So you're basically transforming. It's like you're transforming like a butterfly it's a metamorphosis. So you're going through metamorphosis right now. And at the end of that is you're going to be a completely different person than you were maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. And that's perfectly okay. And remember that you're not Captain Save-A-Ho. Not everyone can come with you. And letting go of that, I know it's hard, but it's something that you do need to do. Now, with that being said, remember, everything I say to you comes from spirit, but you have free will. You do with the information as you want. You decide whether you want to take it and run with it, or if you just want to ignore it. That's perfectly okay. There's no judgment here. Spend time in nature. Let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. And that's a big theme this month as well. They're asking everyone to start spending more time in nature, reconnecting with nature, spending time rejuvenating in nature, grounding. So that's something that all of us have to do. Accept what is. The act of acceptance will bring you peace, Gemini. And set boundaries. Claim your power and know your value today. A lot of us don't know our value. And that's something, again, that's been a theme of knowing what our value is, understanding what our value is on a daily basis. And Spirit says to us, you know, we are worthy. But I'll tell you that Source says, I love you because, and that's all you need to know. So how dare you say you're not worthy? If I love you, of course you're worthy. That's what Source says to every one of us. And that's a little bit of information that I really haven't shared with a lot of people recently, because it's a very, very harsh and a very, very big message that some people may not be ready to hear. But I think going forward this month of August, this is something that all of the signs are going to hear from here on out, because I feel that, and Spirit feels that there are many of you with low self-esteem that need to hear that message now going forward. So Source, Creator, God, whatever you want to call it, says, how dare you say that you're not worthy of love when I love you? And if I love you, of course you're worthy. You are worthy of everything and anything that your hearts desire. Okay? So keep that in mind when you think that you're not worthy. Practice freedom and release the weight of judgment. Do not judge yourself, because by judging yourself, you judge others. You are wanted, and there is a home waiting within. That is what the Creator says. Your home is within because I am inside of you. That's what the Creator says. I am a part of you. I am inside of you. Therefore, your home is within. It's within the Creator, and you are a part of the Creator. Be true to who you are. Fear will not stop you from shining. Shine like a diamond. That's what I say. Do not lower yourself. Do not dim your light, because other people don't like your light. That's too bad. That's their problem. And if people say that you're too much, or people say that you're not humble, guess what? That's your problem. That's not my problem. I will not lower myself because you are uncomfortable with the person that I am. And that's how you have to feel about yourself, Gemini. Do not lower yourself or humble yourself to someone else because they're not comfortable. That's all it is. They're just not comfortable with your light. And because of that, they expect you to be humble, and they expect you to do, no, absolutely not. Don't do it. You are who you are, and you have the right to be who you are, whether someone else likes it or not. That's too bad, and that's their trigger, and that's their problem. They need to figure out their trigger. All right, so the next deck, Spirit. I know we went on a rant, but what other deck? Do you want me to what lies beneath? Okay. Always listen to Spirit, because I want to make sure I get the right deck for the right situation for the Gemini that's listening. And let's see, what does Gemini need to know, Holy Spirit? Christ consciousness. Okay. So I see new beginnings, and I see getting a room. So are you getting a room? Are you going out? Are you meeting someone new? But I see there are new beginnings for you, Gemini. And I do see total drama action. So I don't know if maybe this old life that you're in just has a lot of drama. And that's what it could, that's what, yeah, hold on. Can I have confirmation of that, Spirit? Is the old life full of drama for Gemini? Yes. Yes, thank you. I always have to ask to make sure. Can we get another card for Gemini, please? Another card for Gemini, please. Copycat. So someone might be trying to copy you. And when people try to copy you, they say that it's like the biggest form of like what is it they say? It's a quote, but the quote was cut off, because at the end he says is the biggest mediocrity that you can have when someone is trying to be a copycat or trying to do what you do. It's like the biggest form of flattery or something like that, but it's actually the biggest mediocrity, because the person who's doing the copycatting is mediocre. It was something like that. I have to look it up again and see if I can find it. So I see the card of depression. Is this you going through depression, Gemini? And they say yes and no. Yes and no. Am I keeping this? No, it's the one on top, they're saying. So this card says promiscuous. Like someone is sleeping around. Like there's a free-for-all. Like if someone is sleeping with your man kind of thing. So I don't know if that's you, Gemini, or if that's whoever you're dating and there's a hater in your life. Watching shit go down and enjoying the gossip. Bad choices. So someone in your life, if this isn't you, Gemini, someone in your life, someone that maybe you love, that is close to you, is making bad choices. Okay, let's see. One more. Who is this about? Is this about Gemini or someone in Gemini's life? Someone in your life. Okay. Police. We're going to get any more cards from here? This is really weird. And there's a once upon a time there was a love story as well. It's a lot of stuff to unpack here. Wow. It's almost like there's someone cheating. That's what it feels like. Someone making bad choices. Police involved. This person's a hater, sleeps around a lot. Maybe you have depression because of that. I don't know. They're telling me, yeah, someone's cheating. So again, this might not be for all Geminis. You know, watch this video with discernment, and burning the evidence. Evidence is being burned. And putting on a show. Huh. So someone's putting on a show. I don't know, Gemini. Hopefully this is something that you understand, and someone's getting kicked to the curb. And you see it looks like a couple. So it looks like the guy is kicking the girl to the curb. I don't know. Spirit says yes. Spirit says yes. There's someone who's a cheater, who's a hater, who is doing all of this. So whichever, if this does not resonate with you, Gemini, then keep moving it along. Go to a different reader. But if it resonates with you, I'm sorry that this is going on. But remember that everything that you go through is happening for you and not to you. And it's always for a lesson. So let's do some clarifying from the Clarifying Life Situations deck. Let's clarify the situation, please. Can we clarify the situation more, Spirit? So I have growth potential. Embrace change to unlock your full growth potential and flourish. Okay. Commit to the next stage of your development, and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. Veil of illusion. Lift the veil of illusion, seeking truth beneath the surface to navigate through love and career authentically. So they're asking you to commit to your new life because that's where your growth potential is. And they're asking you to just lift that veil of illusions. Sometimes we just tell ourselves a story that's the story that we want to hear about the person that we're with. And we just keep telling ourselves that story until we believe it. But that story is nowhere near the truth. Behind the veil. Wow. Welcome uncertainty as an opportunity for growth and be okay with not knowing what's going on. Hidden keys. Putting things together piece by piece to reveal the bigger picture. And it's like a puzzle. Sculpture of self. Shape the sculpture of yourself, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing your identity. And crystal of clarity. So they want you to have clarity. This is like the third thing about, we have the veil, illusions of veils, and now we have clarity. Illuminating your path with openness and insight, readying yourself for a newfound understanding and content. So they're expecting you to move forward in this new life, Gemini. Your spirit team, Pathfinder. Wow, Pathfinder. Trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. That's pretty cool. And this is actually a compass. And this is clarifying life situations. And the deck, I don't have the box here with me. I have it actually over there on the other side of the room. I have to look at who this deck is from. Hold on. Let's put this back in here. Can we have one more card from this deck, please? Carried away. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. Maybe you're meeting someone new. Well, you are going to meet someone new, but you have to get rid of your old life. Soul whisperers, look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. It's like reading between the lines, Gemini, is what they're saying. Read between the lines. You know already. You know what's going on. You know what the tea is. You know what has to happen. You just don't want to make that decision. And divine flow. Let go of the attachment to the outcome. And let the universe bring your gifts. And then we have rough road. Prepare carefully before you continue, for it's a long journey ahead. And I think that's something that we were talking about. You have there is a journey that you have, and that journey is going to start when you make the decisions that you need to make to balance out your life, because it's not balanced right now. It's not balanced physically, mentally, or spiritually for you right now, Gemini. What else? What other decks should we use? Spirit. Okay. Let's see. Oh. And we have alchemize confusion into clarity, another card about clarity. So they need you to have clarity in the situation so you can make the right decision. And again, you have free will. You do what you want. You can listen to this message, not listen to it and ignore it. It's okay for you to do that. It is perfectly okay. There is no judgment here. All I can do is tell you what Spirit is telling me. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have for Gemini? Clarity. It's a lot of clarity. They want you to have clarity in all of your choices. They want you to meditate. They want you to think on it before you make a decision. But once you make the decision, you need to stick with it. Activating empathic magic. So you are an empath, Gemini. Open to your dreams and your visions. Generating dynamic confidence. Have confidence in yourself. Look at that picture. You see that there's a bird in the middle. You can ask for the Holy Spirit to help you. You can ask for discernment. You can ask to remember your dreams. You can ask a question and say, hey, I want you to, can we answer? Can we go somewhere? Can we go to a different realm? Can we discuss the situation? And I want to remember my dreams so I remember, what I need to do for my life. You can totally do that, Gemini. What else does Gemini need to know right now? What else does Gemini need to know right now? What else does Gemini need to know right now? For that. What else does Gemini need to know right now? Are we going to continue with this deck? Do we continue with this deck, Spirit? No. Okay. And they're saying we're not doing any healing for Gemini today. So I won't be using the sound bowls or the chakra, maybe for next month. We'll see. Okay. What other deck are we using? Let's do the Moon Oracle, the Moonology Oracle deck. There's going to be an eclipse coming up soon. So that's a great day. If I'm not mistaken, it's either the 2nd or the 3rd. Great day for you to take time out. Really take time out and meditate on what it is that you need to do. And ask the correct question. It's time to manifest the life that we want. Not the life that we don't want. So when you're manifesting, the first thing you got to do is say what you do want. It's not, well, I don't want this and I don't want that, because that's exactly what the universe is going to send to you. Manifest what you want to see in your life. See how it feels. you know, in your mind's eye, manifest, how does it feel? What are the smells? You know, when, if you're there and you're eating something, what is the taste? So, you know, how will you feel when you raise yourself to the vibration where what you are manifesting is already there? Because that's all it is. You're just raising your vibration to the correct timeline where everything that you desire is already there. And we have had several very, very powerful timeline shifts. We always have a lot of small ones, but in this maybe week and a half, I have myself physically seen several very powerful timeline shifts. And I was like, okay, well, that just happened. And I mean, I see them all the time, so I'm just like, okay, I move it along. But they were very powerful. I mean, wow, is the only thing I can say about it. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon. So you and your loved ones are safe, Gemini. So that anxiety about whether or not your family is safe or your loved ones are safe, they are safe. What does Gemini need to know right now? A new start is coming. Again, so how many times are we going to say a new start is coming? Just so you can see it. A new start is coming, Gemini. New job, new career path, maybe even living in a different state, a new home. A lot of things are coming, Gemini. A lot of things are coming for you. But you do have to get rid of the old life. The old life no longer serves you. And I hear like I've invested so much time on my old life. Yes, but in order for you to move forward with what you actually want and need, you have to let go of the old. You're not Captain Save-A-Ho. Not everybody's coming with you. What else does... I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I'm so itchy. That sometimes is spirit, too. So I feel like something's rubbing against my skin. And that's usually spirit. Spirit is around. So I know they're here. All right, let's see. What else does Gemini need to know from the Moonology deck, Spirit? What else does Gemini need to know? Oh. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon again, and this one's new moon in Taurus. Energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. We just talked about that, how it's fast moving. So I'm just going to show these to you so you can see them. New moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. And here we go, the waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum, Gemini. Energy is gaining momentum. Are you going to go with it? I hope so. That's all I can say. Ooh. This one was trying to flip over. Believe in the impossible, Gemini. Believe it, see it, and it can happen. It will come to fruition. The end of a tough cycle approaches. You are good enough. And this is a time to give rather than to take for you. And make sure you hold your vision, Gemini. Hold your vision, because everything is coming to you. Everything that you have desired, everything that you have tried and have been manifesting is coming for you. I know letting go of the old is hard, but if you are looking to live a different life, a new life, you have to let go of the old. The old way of life, the old way of thinking, the old way of processing things. And that's what I keep hearing for Gemini. You have to let go of the old way of life. What you thought your life was going to be, or what you thought you were going to be doing with your life. It's time for you to envision a new life, but you have to let go of the old life. There are decisions you have to make. Make those decisions, be firm in those decisions. Make sure that you are not going back and forth, so that you can move forward in your new life of abundance. New life, new job, new career, new city, new home. All of these things can come to you if you make the right decisions, Gemini. And again, you have free will. You do what you want to do. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it there for you, Gemini. There are no other cards that they're telling me to use for you today, and that's perfectly okay. And they said that there's no healing that's going to be done for you today. I do want to do one thing. I'm going to take my trusty pendulum, and what I want to do is I want you to just think of a question. This is yes or no answers. Just think of a question. Obviously, this is pre-recorded, so whatever the answer is the answer, regardless of when you see the video. So just think of your question. When you think of your question, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds. Then I'm going to let her go. So if it goes around, it's yes. If it goes back and forth, it's no. And it is going back and forth, so that the answer to that question is a no, Gemini. Okay, and I think I know what the question was. I could hear like several different questions in my brain, and they were kind of like the same question but different way of asking it. So the answer is no, Gemini. Okay? All right, guys. Again, my name is White Iris. This is White Iris Intuitive. All my information is in the description box below. Remember, if you are looking for a personal reading, just email me. My email information is below as well. And I would love to go ahead and just do a reading for you. Readings can take up to an hour and a half, maybe two, because I go really, really in depth. And then it depends on how many spirits show up that want to come in and talk to you as well. But I leave you here, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for subscribing, for hitting the like button, and for watching the video. So make sure that you hit the like button before you leave, whether you watch the whole video or not, okay? Well, if you don't watch the whole video, how are you going to know? But hey, it is what it is. But thank you so much for being here, Gemini. I love you guys. And I hope that you are living your, as I said, your most abundant and most high vibrational timeline available to you. Thank you, Gemini.